At the end of its reign, Megalodon was running out of time. The king of sharks had one final hunt left. And this hunt would decide its fate. For millions of years, Megalodon ruled the seas. But now, it faced its final hunt. And this final kill would decide the fate of the king of sharks. The oceans had changed. The waters were colder, and prey was harder to find. Even the largest shark in history could not escape hunger. But then, it caught the scent of blood. A wounded whale, weak, alone, one final chance to survive. This was no ordinary hunter. It was the largest predator the oceans had ever seen. But age and hunger had slowed the ancient giant.
And with one final burst of power, the last hunt began.
The wounded whale tried to escape, but the blood was spreading fast. Megalodon could sense weakness from miles away. Despite its age, the giant still had enough power for one final chase. But every turn drained more strength. The gap was closing. This was instinct, hunger, survival. The wounded giant was slowing down. And then, the king struck again. One bite could end the hunt. But the hunt was not over yet. The second strike had done serious damage. But Megalodon was in no hurry. It knew the whale was dying. The whale fought for the surface, for one last breath. But the ancient shark was hungry and growing weaker with every hunt. A final desperate burst of energy. The chase became faster, more violent, more desperate. For millions of years, this strategy had never failed. This bite crippled the whale. Now escape was almost impossible, and the final kill was getting closer. The wounded giant was fading fast. Megalodon waited, conserving its strength for the final strike. The prey knew it could not escape.
And below.
death was rising. This would be the final attack. One massive bite, straight into the heart of the giant. The ocean turned red. The king of sharks tore through flesh with unstoppable force. At last, the hunt was over. Its final feast had begun. For the ancient giant, this was survival. One final meal in a world that was changing too fast. But blood in the water never stayed hidden for long. Other hunters had sensed the kill. And even now, the king had to defend its prize. They were smaller, were Deathidar chandrins, but hunger made them bold. One warning was enough. The old king still commanded fear. But every hunt was taking more from the giant. And the oceans were becoming colder, emptier. This may have been enough for now, but not for long. The king was aging. God. The world around it was changing. Its prey was disappearing. And hunger returned. For the first time in millions of years, the king was alone. No one knows how Megalodon truly disappeared. Some believe it starved. Others believe smaller sharks adapted and survived. But one thing is certain: the greatest shark to ever live was gone forever. For millions of years, Megalodon ruled as the greatest shark the oceans had ever known. Its power shaped the seas, and its hunts changed the course of marine evolution. But when the oceans changed, new predators adapted and survived. And though its body vanished, the legend of Megalodon still haunts the deep.